Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day everyone. Today we are Group 1 would like to present to you our group's mind map on Makkiyah and Madaniyah, a classification of Quranic verses based on their time and place of revelation. Let's begin with section A, definition. Makkiyah and Madaniyah verses can be classified using 4 approaches. The first is geographical, and then historical, subjective, and then content analysis. Geographical classifies verses based on the place of revelation, Makkah or Makkiyah, and Madinah or Madaniyah. Historical focus on time. Verses revealed before the Prophet's hijrah are Makkiyah, and those are after hijrah is Madaniyah, and then is subjective, based on scholars' opinion using the style, tone, and context of the verses to decide its classification. And the last is content analysis, looks at the theme. It means Makkiyah focused on the faith and warning, while Madaniyah focused laws and social issues. Next is section B, characteristic. Makkiyah verses are typically centered on building the core beliefs of Islam. They emphasize themes such as Aqidah, Tawhid, and warnings about the Day of Judgment. These verses were revealed in Makkah during a time when Muslims were a small, persecuted group. Therefore, the focus was on strengthening their spiritual resilience, correcting beliefs, and inviting people to Islam through moral and emotional appeal. On the other hand, Madaniyah verses were revealed after the hijrah to Madinah, when Muslim community had grown and began to form a society. These verses deal with practical matters, including laws like inheritance, marriage and punishment, social justice, war and peace, and community ethics. The goal was to regulate the life of a growing Muslim society and to provide clear guidance for living as a unified ummah. Section C, basis for determination. There are 2 key principles used by scholars to determine whether a verse is Makkiyah or Madaniyah. Let's talk about the first is majority. This principle looks at the dominant content of or theme of a surah. If most of the verses in a surah have Makkiyah characteristics, such as discussing faith, the afterlife, or warning disbelievers, then the entire surah is generally classified as Makkiyah, even if a few verses may have Madaniyah features. The second is continuity. This principle focuses on the context and flow of revelation. If a surah continues the theme or messages of previously revealed Makkiyah verses, it may be classified as Makkiyah. Even if revealed later, the same applies to Madaniyah verses. This approach helps maintain consistency in understanding the message of the Quran. And the next session will be explained by my friends Dava and Afrizal.
Moving on to section D, types. There are 4 types of verse. The first one is pure Makkiyah. They are surah or verse that were revealed entirely in Makkah before the Prophet hijrah. They carry typically Makkiyah themes such as Aqidah, Tawhid, and moral warning. There are no Madaniyah elements in them. The second one is pure Madaniyah. These were revealed completely in Madinah after the hijrah. Their content focused purely on law, social issue, community regulation, and interaction with other religious groups. They don't contain any Makkiyah themes or elements. The third one is Makkiyah that contain Madaniyah elements. Also revealed in Makkah, This verse or surah, including themes typically of Madaniyah verse, such as a hint at legal rulings or community life. This showed that some Madaniyah-like messages had already begun to appear even before the Hijrah. The last one is Madaniyah that contains Makkiyah elements, revealed in Medina, but they still carry Makkiyah-style content, such as emphasizing faith, Tawhid, or the afterlife. This happened because the spiritual reminders remained relevant even after the Muslim community was established. This classification shows that while a verse may be predominantly Makkiyah or Madaniyah, it may still carry characteristics of the others.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dava dan Indra Fairuza. I'm gonna explain at section E. Now let's look at section E. Utility or the benefits of studying this classification. Understanding the classification of Makkiyah and Madaniyah verses offers many valuable insight, both academically and spiritually. It helps us to understand the Quran more deeply by knowing when and where verses were revealed. We can better grasp their context and meaning. Explore how the Quran interacted with society. We see how the Quran addressed the real life challenges of the early Muslim community in both Mecca and Medina. Recognize the sequence of revelation and the principle of abrogation, or Nasa and Mansu. Some verses replace earlier rulings, and knowing the order helps clarify which rulings apply. Trace the development of Islamic legal and moral principles. From foundational teaching to detailed laws, we see how Islamic guidance evolves step by step, and discover the wisdom and purpose behind Islamic law. We learn that law were not random. They had specific goals suited to the community needs. Understanding the effective da'wah and education strategies. The Prophet's method of conveying message changed based on time, place, and audience, giving us a lesson in communication. And the last is reflect on the historical condition of Mecca and Medina. Knowing the background of each city help us understand why the content of revelation differ. Okay, we have two principles we learn about Islamic law. The first is Islamic law is elastic and contextual, meaning it adapts to society needs and conditions. And then Islamic law is established gradually, ensuring that people could adjust and internalize the guidance step by step. Okay, so that's
Okay, this is task 2. The first one, we identify the letters of the Quran based on category following: Makkiyah Kuluha, Madaniyah Kuluha, Makkiyah Fiha Madaniyah, Madaniyah Fiha Makkiyah. And we are create in from table with appropriate fields creativity up to you. Okay, this is the result. Okay, this is our table result. There are 4 surah in here, and then I'm gonna explain one by one. The first one is Al-Fatihah. Category is Makkiyah Kuluha. Okay, this is the first chapter of the Quran and is considered entirely Meccan. Despite its brevity, it is one of the most significant chapters, serving as a foundational prayer and an essential part of every Muslim daily prayers. Its theme include the praise of Allah, the recognition of His sole lordship and mercy, and a plea for guidance to the straight path. Its Meccan classification indicate it was revealed early in the Prophet Muhammad mission in Mecca, focusing on core belief in God and the hereafter. Okay, the next surah is Al-Baqarah. The category is Madaniyah Kuluha. Okay, as the longest surah in the Quran, Al-Baqarah is classified as entirely Medina. Revealed after the migration to Medina, it addressed to developing Muslim community and provides extensive guidance on a wide range of topics. This includes legal rulings, social guidelines, matter of faith, and stories of earlier prophets like Moses and Abraham. Its Medinan nature is evident in its focus on establishing and organizing the nascent Islamic society and its interaction with different communities. Okay, the next surah is Al-Hajj. So this category Makkiyah fiha Madaniyah. This surah is unique in that it contains verses revealed in both the Meccan and Medinan periods. Hence, its classification as Meccan with some Medinan parts. This is reflected in its diverse themes, which include core tenets of faith and the reality of the hereafter, typical of Meccan surah, as well as regulation related to pilgrimage and permission for Muslims to fight in defense or like self-defense. The name itself refers to annual pilgrimage, a key pillar of Islam. Okay, and the last surah is Al-Muttaffifin. The category is Madaniyah fiha Makkiyah. Okay, classified as a Medinan with some Meccan parts, this surah primarily address issues that arose in Medinan society, particularly concerning fair trade and honesty in dealings. It strongly condemns those who cheat in weight and measures. While its initial verses and focus on social justice align with Medinan themes, it also contains vivid description of the Day of Judgment and the fate of both the weak and the righteous, which are characteristic of Meccan revelation. This is blend reflects the ongoing guidance needed by the community as it grew and faced new challenge. Okay, that's it for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
And for the question is beyond academic classification, where is the definitive understanding whether the Quranic text is Makkiyah or Madani?